Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of a 3-part series titled The Vegan Dilemma. If you haven't already watched part 1, I recommend seeing that before you watch this so that you have some context. The topic of this video is the semantics of veganism and other dietary practices and why I think that's important. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Kazzi. I'm a registered dietitian. I have an extensive background in nutrition and dietetics. I have a PhD in rehabilitation science, and I'm a published author, and I'm here to create a nutritionally informed community. Okay, so we're gonna dive right into it. First off, what is the definition of vegan? Vegan is defined as a person who does not eat any food derived from animals and who typically does not use other animal products. Another source says that veganism is the practice of eating only food not derived from animals and typically of avoiding the use of other animal products. And a final source says that it is a lifestyle, veganism is a lifestyle that avoids all animal foods such as meat, dairy, eggs, and honey. It avoids animal-derived products like leather and, as far as possible, products tested on animals. In that context and in that definition, most people who own leather products or have a leather couch or drive a car with leather seats in it or have used products that have been tested on animals, technically those people are not vegan. Technically, I was never really vegan because I always owned leather products, leather shoes, leather purses, and I didn't think that was wrong, but I would get a little iffy about something containing dairy. And I know that there are a lot of people like me who would say that they are vegan, but they do own leather products. They might consume honey here and there, and they never check if the products that they use were actually tested on animals. So that's where this part of the vegan dilemma comes into play. We like to identify with labels, but sometimes we don't fully embrace what those labels mean. And that, in a sense, creates an unauthentic community that wants to identify with the values of a certain belief system, but not necessarily comply with those beliefs. And mind you, I know that a lot of people don't really know. They have no idea that that's really what veganism means. They just assume vegan means that you're not eating meat and you're not eating dairy. You know, they don't think about the leather, the honey, and the products that were tested on animals. If you want to be honest and authentic with your dietary orientation, it's important to understand the definitions. So another question I get quite a lot is, isn't veganism the same as being plant-based? A person who's on a plant-based diet just means that the basis of the diet is derived from plants. 90% of a person's diet could be derived from plants, and then within that 10%, they might consume a little bit of grass-fed beef, they might consume some dairy products, some eggs, some cheeses, they might consume some fish, but they're technically still considered plant-based. And this is confusing for some people, especially on social media. Don't even get me started with social media. Oh my gosh, the misinformation out there is just, it's blowing my mind. So to recap, plant-based does not equate to veganism. And if you are truly vegan, typically you will not be consuming honey, you will not own any leather goods, and of course you won't be having any dairy products and obviously no meat. I like what this resource says. It says that the main difference is that vegan diets eliminate all animal products while plant-based diets do not necessarily eliminate animal products, but focus on eating mostly plants such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, etc. And a vegetarian is someone who eats pretty much anything and everything except for animal flesh products. A carnivore is someone who eats animal flesh products. Now that you know a little bit more of the semantics, you can better insert yourself in what you feel is the most appropriate label. Now, a pescatarian is basically a vegetarian who also consumes fish products. And for those wondering, I would best label myself as a plant-based pescatarian. So that's as far as I want to go in this video. Part 3, we're going to be looking at modern veganism, and it's a plethora of things. I want to look at the emotional manipulation, the professional misguidance, and what you can do to be properly informed. If you're not already subscribed, I encourage you to do so. And the purpose of this channel is to create a nutritionally informed community, and I will see you in the next video.